I, let me check some of the technology real quick because I'm trying to stream to multiple places. So I'm trying to do YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, but my default will be Facebook. So if you're following along and you want to make sure that I'm sticking to this commitment of doing this for 30 days, I'll share a link to my Facebook on the other two profiles. But yeah, welcome to day 2 of my dog food challenge. So I have this can of dog food sitting on my desk, and if I don't post for the next 30 days and go live every day for the next 30 days, then I have to eat this can of dog food. It's the Kirkland chicken and rice formula for dogs, not for humans. So hopefully I don't have to add this to my diet, but if I miss a day, then I'm going to be eating this. So why am I doing this? I am doing this 30-day challenge because I'm an ADHD coach, and I've been working on creating a coaching platform and a group coaching system that I want to invite people to and share the things that I've learned from having ADHD since I was 6 years old. And I've just been reading and studying and finding systems and habits that work well for me. And so I've been coaching people that also have ADHD or just are challenged with their focus and flow. They're stuck in a rut, or they, with 2020, work has changed. So working remotely, now we don't have people in the office. We don't have a boss over your shoulder watching what you're doing. And for ADHD people, that's a curse and a blessing. Like, it was nice to have somebody to motivate you to kind of know that people are going to be walking by your desk and checking on your stuff. So now that we don't have that, what can you do? And so that's why I've been putting together a group coaching program called Focus Habits. The full name that I'm still workshopping is the 7 Focus Habits for an Intentional Life. And these aren't things that I've necessarily created. These are habits that are already out there from books and different resources. I've actually pulled together 40 different resources that I can also share with you, kind of my research as a Notion template. So if you want that, hit me up, DM me, or comment if you're on Facebook, and I'm happy to share all of those. I call it a big ass table of resources that just has everything that I've been reading and studying, from podcasts to YouTube videos. So the 30-day challenge is I need to post live online for the next 30 days, sharing about this group coaching program, Focus Habits. And today what I wanted to go over was my why for why I've put this course together, and why I put this group together. And about 3 months ago, we haven't really shared this online very much, but 3 months ago at July 26th at 12:49 in the morning, my life changed forever. I became a dad. So little bird was born early that morning. My beautiful wife had 30 hours of labor, and she was pushing hard, and then she ended up getting a C-section. Come to find out, she'll always have to do a C-section from now on because our babies won't fit through there. So when I had this grand plan when I first found out that we were going to be pregnant, and it was I read somewhere that babies and newborns sleep 17 hours a day. I was like, oh, well, that's fine. Like, I could just work in between those 17, like when she's napping, I'll just work. When she's going down, I'll just work. And little did I know that some of those 17 hours are when she's on the changing table, she falls asleep. When I'm burping her after feeding her a bottle, she falls asleep on my shoulder. And I can't just stop burping her, set her down, and get to work. I have to now change her diaper and then put her into her jammies and then put her down. And then sometimes the dog barks and wakes her right back up. So with my coaching for ADHD people and just professionals that want help with their focus and flow, I was meeting people sometimes in person if they're in Tucson, or I was doing scheduled Zoom calls with people. And the first Zoom call that I had scheduled, the notification came in on my phone 10 minutes beforehand, and I was only halfway through the first bottle of the day. And I was by no means ready. And it just really, the hard truth hit me that every mother knows that I won't be able to just schedule calls on Zoom anymore, because I'm at home, I work from home, and I'm going to be raising her, getting help here and there. But the way that I was working before was no longer going to work for me. And so I had the last 2 years of notes and of things that have worked well for my clients. And so I decided to put together an asynchronous program where I can be sharing a video every day of what we're working on, of that focus habit that we're going to work on that week. And then each day there will be a different aspect of the focus habit that we're working on. And then people can send me video voice messages back, and we can go back and forth when it works for me and when it works for you, if you're someone that wants to join that. And so when I heard about some of these platforms that allow for asynchronous coaching, I realized that's what I need to do. I need to have something that really makes it where we can do it back and forth, where I can still get to talk with people, where I still get to engage. I don't want to just do like a Kajabi course where I put it together once and then I'm just selling it all the time and I never get to interact with people. At this stage in my coaching journey, I really want to have that feedback and keep actively getting better at what I'm doing and get to engage with people more. And so, so I've got this program, Focus Habits. And so over the next 30 days, when I first started this Sunday, really it was Saturday at 3 a.m., I was typing out all the notes for what I would want to share in something like this. So I've got the 7 habits that I'm going to go over. What are the pain points that each of these habits can help address in your life if you're someone that struggles with focus? And then just more of my story, sharing how I got ADHD. When I was diagnosed, they actually called it ADD, and then it's changed, so I'll share a little bit about that. And then just some of the things that I've learned from videos like Andrew Huberman on like the default mode network and the task network and how that happens in ADHD brains. And then just a whole bunch of the things that I have developed and learned since working remote. Since 2018, I've had remote jobs and freelance jobs. Things that I do, like having 2 timers on my desk all the time. I'll tell you more about how I use that and how that helps me. And so even if you never sign up for Focus Habits, I think watching these videos and sharing this live, rough version of what I'm doing, I think will be beneficial to you. So the 2 asks that I have, if you know someone that this resonates and you're like, oh my gosh, this person needs to hear about what Chris Porter is putting together, this Focus Habits program, blah, 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 sorry, I can't talk. If you know someone that could benefit from this, please tag them or send them this video, or tag them so they can hop on the next ones. Because I am doing this to help other people like me. I wish I'd had a coach that had told me that it's okay to have time blindness, that I need to have timers, that I need to make things visual. Like I've got a whiteboard over here and I write things down here. I have notebooks and papers and many big screens because I'm a visual person, and if I don't see it in my visual field, I forget it. And that's okay. Like there are ways of doing and of living that accept our neurodivergent brains. Instead of bemoaning and beating myself over the head, I've learned to adapt and to love the way that my brain works. And so I want to help other people that with brains similar to mine, and they may not even be diagnosed with ADHD. There's a lot of people that haven't gone through that process, and it's more difficult and it's more expensive these days. So if you suspect that you have ADHD, or if you know that you have ADHD, this program is for you. So that's my second ask. If any of this resonates with you and not just somebody that you know, like a family member or a friend, then sign up on the wait list. It's a simple Google form. I'm not doing complicated because this is the first one that I'm doing, and I want to test and try everything out. So if this resonates with you, sign up on the wait list, and I'll let you know as soon as it goes live. And there's even a way to start testing out this video platform, and you can shoot me a message and say hello, and then I can shoot you a message back. So you'll get that when you fill out the wait list. And I'll have that linked in the video, in my profile. I'll try and have it linked everywhere that I'm going live. So thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to go crazy long today, but really for me, being consistent is challenging. I think it's true for everybody that being consistent is a challenge, but for someone with ADHD, that is a real challenge. And so some of the things I've done is, like, I've got the board up here that has day 1 and day 2, and I've got a little thing, you might not be able to see it on Instagram, right here. I'm just going to be filling this in and coloring it with my marker as I progress. I went a little too excited today, but each one of these marks is a day. And so all these ways are just hacks for me to get excited about being consistent and about posting and sharing things with you. So hopefully you won't see me eat this dog food. It does not look appealing. I was reading the ingredients, and it's chicken broth, animal liver, rice, chicken meal, brewer's dried yeast. I don't want to eat this, but I will if I'm not consistent. So thanks for tuning in, and let's see what I have tomorrow that I wrote down that I'm going to share. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing coaching as the calling, to be my best self and to help others be theirs. And then day 4 is an intro to the 7 focus habits for an intentional life. Day 5, I'm going to cover the first habit, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, on and on. Day 12, I'm going to share what flow looks like in my life, because focus and flow really go hand in hand. There's some great books that I've read about that. And Nihai Csikszentmihalyi wrote a great book called Flow, where he breaks down what are the aspects and the ingredients that you need in order to hit a flow state. And it's just been so cool, like knowing that and applying that to my life, even when I've been caring for Lark, and we didn't get much sleep that night, and then I dive into work, I've hit flow states, even in the last 3 months, just by knowing what I need to do and applying it to my life. Excited to share that with you. I'm going to share my supplement stack, all of the supplements that I take, and how I learned what supplements work well for me and may work well for anyone with ADHD. Although I'm not a doctor, so your mileage may vary, but I'll give you my recommendations and how I discovered those supplements. So that's a great story. Some of just my ADHD story. When I was working with a group of students, how I learned that coaching was probably going to be my calling. So can't wait to share that. So I've got lots of notes of all of the things that I'm going to share each day. And what do I have on day 30? Oh yeah, I want to talk about locksmithing and my journey of locksmithing and how that relates to ADHD and my coaching. So I'm excited to share all of these stories with you. And thanks for joining here, for liking, for sharing this with other people, and for signing up on that wait list. Look forward to seeing your names pop up and reading comments, and just going through this journey with you. Thanks so much. Cheers. How do I go out? Let's see. Now I get to figure out how to stop all of these. All right, I ended YouTube. Let's end the Facebook one. And that.